All right, everybody. I appreciate you being here. It is part 3 of the masterclass of me literally making a website for one of my clients to rank in San Antonio. So pretty much today is our part 3. So what we're going to cover is the final touches, right? So just for example, this site is now fully designed. All of our content and everything is absolutely where we want it to be, except it's not fully checked. So we need to put it in Page Optimizer Pro, but that's going to be the next part. This part is simply getting it on Google, getting it indexed, getting the final touches in. So it's going to be a lot shorter than usual, so let's get right into it here. So first thing we're going to do is go to Google Search Console. And essentially, Google Search Console is the process, it's the platform that Google uses that helps people decide, or not people, the people at Google decide what website makes it onto Google, right? So then what happens is Google doesn't allow every single website that is published to be on Google, so this is the process of how they do it. So I'll show you exactly what we do. So essentially, I'm going to go here and I'm going to click Add Property. Now, in this case, this domain is going to be this specific one. We're going to go here. I'm going to paste this domain right here. Yep, start verification. And click connect, because this one's already in GoDaddy, so it's easy to connect that way. And essentially what it's going to do is it's going to verify here in a second, and it'll be pretty sweet as far as what happens. Because basically indexing is, the definition of indexing in SEO, Google's eyes, is indexing by putting it on Google. Because like I said, not every single published site makes it to Google, which is a huge misconception. You think that you click publish and this thing is seen by everybody. I promise they don't even see it until you put it in this. This is an absolute crucial step that so many people just don't get and understand. So once it continues here verifying here, we'll go ahead and continue and keep moving on with our with everything like that. All right. So we have it completely verified here, so we're just going to go to the property, and essentially it's going to take a couple of days. So then what we're going to want to do is go to URL inspection, right? And we want to make sure that we paste this URL into there, retrieving data from Google, and it says it's not on Google, so we want to request indexing. Because basically what this is going to do is it's going to allow Google to have its automatic AI spiders to crawl the website to see if it's worthy of being on Google. And most of the time, if you follow exactly what I did in parts 1 and 2, this will be no issue. But sometimes you will get denied by Google. And this is where we'll get talking about location pages, blog content, and things like that, because that is where it can get tricky, because you have to make sure that your content is good enough in Google's eyes. So it's going to test our live URL to see if it can be indexed and it's requested. So now we will go on, and we're pretty much going to edit this website and do exactly what we need to do. So what we're going to do is usually this is called our meta title. So essentially, if I was to look up, this is one of my clients in Oklahoma City, Sell My House Fast, Oklahoma City. This is my client. He's the top guy in Oklahoma City. I got him up there in 2 months. And there's a lot of ways how I did that, and we can talk about that later on. But this is usually how I like my meta titles to be. And meta title is literally this right here, this title that you're looking at with my mouse right here. So that is the meta title, and that's what's going to pop up on Google. And so essentially in the real estate world, this is what I like to do, is because our top keyword is Sell My House Fast. So I'm going to go Sell My House Fast, not Oklahoma City, dummy, and San Antonio. And then I always like to put the parentheses just because this adds a little bit. Bang. All right, so we now have our title perfect and everything. So when it shows up at the top of Google, it's going to look like this. So then what we'll do now is we're going to do our meta description. Right here is where our meta description is what Google sees in their eyes. It describes the website. Now, are they always going to have it down here? No. This isn't my meta description. It just it shows the crawling of what that the spiders are doing to make sure that it has the website unlocked. So what we're going to do is usually this is my go-to. Are you looking to sell your house fast in San Antonio? Look no further than, what's the domain? Sell your San Antonio house for a fast and free cash offer for your home. Sell your San Antonio home. I think it's home. House. Shit. Alright, house. Will buys houses no matter. Oh, this is too long. We buy houses. We'll just go with this. This is usually my go-to. Sometimes I'll add we buy houses cash, no matter the condition, situation, or occupancy. This will be good. All right, so we will save this. So we're good there. And this is basically just saying because Google only allows so many characters, right? We need to make sure this doesn't say ... like this fool right here that says ... You want to stay within these characters as well as the meta description. Obviously, this says ... as well because you're saying like, what a hypocrite. This is not my meta description. This is what Google crawled. All right. So this is what we got going. So anyways, yeah, so we got that all figured out. We have it now in Google Business Profile, or not, in Google Search Console. So now it is being indexed. So now once we get indexed, my hope is that we get it on maybe the 10th, 11th, even 15th page, because this is a competitive area. Now, sometimes you can index it in a smaller city, sub 100,000 people, and it would be on the 3rd page already. But you never know. It always just depends. In Google's eyes, every SERP is different. Like I said, So what I'll do then is I'm going to go Page Optimizer Pro. We'll log in here. All right, so basically, this is what I'm going to do for a Page Optimizer Pro tutorial. I'm going to go through and basically examine our competitors and see exactly where we're missing with our content. If there's something where we have a word in there too many times, or we have a word in there not enough times. That's exactly what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to New Project, and I'm going to paste our domain right here. And we'll go like this. Confirm. So then what we're going to do is, I'm just going to name it Sell Your San Antonio House. Create new. All right, so then I'm going to go custom. This is what I like to do most of the time, and I'm going to go sell my house fast. All right, so then we have the sell your house fast. This is only if it's not the homepaging. In this case, it's our homepage, just because the SERP allows for it. So homepage. All right, then I usually just leave this check marked. Just a moment, we're getting your competitors. Want to choose my own competitors is usually what I choose every time. And then it'll go like this. So now I'm going to go to incognito mode, and I'm going to do sell my house fast San Antonio. And I'm going to get this guy's domain. And the reason I'm doing incognito mode is because it's not biased. Because obviously I've been looking up the SERP quite a bit, so my click-through could be they're thinking it's on different stuff. So, and obviously these are home pages, and that's one thing I would like to mention is that home pages, especially if you're targeting with a home page, I would definitely recommend, like, I'm not going to grab this guy right here, home link, just because it's a nationwide site. I'm going to go this guy instead, just because it's more relatable. It's not a nationwide site. So I'm going to go there. Process may take up to 3 minutes, so we'll just wait on that. All right, so we're going to check mark all of these now and go next. And this is where we have our entities and LSI keywords. Now, I usually just leave the basics in here because this is going to be the keyword density. And if you want to get crazy with entities, you can. But this is what I'm going to do. Selling house quickly. I'm going to take out the ones that don't make sense. I'm more worried about house. I'm going to take out sell your house quickly, your home. Say your home fast, houses, home fast, your sell, home selling, your house selling, sell your house quickly, home, faster, Sell your home. This is what I'm going to set, and this is very basic. I mean, you can rank with this. Yeah, so here, this is where we get to LSI terms. So San Antonio, cash, Texas offer, buy, buyers, cash home buyers property. Love this. This is awesome. Take this one out. Fast San. Take that out. Cash home, buyer, provide, I suppose, surrounding areas. I'm going to take this. Bear, Antonio, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. Investors, reviews, works, close. Run it. So yep, so this is what it's going to do is it's going to process and it's going to give you a score. Now, I wouldn't be, this is simply software. I would not be concerned about your score because I can guarantee you this site right here that I have ranked for my Oklahoma State, it's not a very good score. It's simply not a very good, it doesn't fit all the boxes, if that makes any sense. So it's something where you just keep this in mind. You don't need to follow this to the T. Just keep that in mind. You don't need to be stickler on this. Well, holy shit. All right, we got 100 right away, which is pretty fucking rare. But let's see. Here we go. In your website editor. Yep. Title tag. So we're missing home, which is fine because that's not what we want anyway. Sell your house fast. Sell your house. Okay, so this is what, because we did sell my house. So we're going to, so example, this may seem like not an optimized heading. Don't worry about that. It's because we're targeting sell my house fast, right? That's what we're doing. So must use page title this is your H1. So sell my house fast. Okay. So instead of, and I had it for, I believe here, I had this for sell your house fast, and I'm going to do my. Just to I trust it. I trust it. Even though this one, my other clients usually use your, fine, whatever. If that's what our other people are using, perfect. That's fine. Sell my house fast. Everything else is okay. Home, not worried about that. Houses, not worried about that. Unless, let's see. So this is, header one. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it in the slightest. Sell my house fast. So we need to have it in H2 or H3. So we have this a little too optimized, which I'm going to leave this. Because it's 6 through 11. I'm going to beat the competition a little bit. So I'm going to leave this. It says it's over optimized. This is also good too, 6 through 10. I'm going to use 12. Perfect. This is fits good. This fits good. This is perfect. Sell your home. Sell your house. See, and here's the deal. I would rather be a little over-optimized than under-optimized, you know? But here's the deal. If you were going to be over-optimized, say this was like 50. That's a little bit of a problem. That is really being over-optimized. That is where, and this is our heading, so this is H2s and H3s, right? Keep that in mind. So we'll do that. So this is the main content. This is where the nitty-gritty comes into play. This is very, 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 very nice. I love this. So a little over-optimized in home. 38. 32, not even worried in the slightest. 43. Why not? Sometimes when I over-optimize it just a little bit, I would rather do that and take it out than have to add it in. It's a lot easier to do that. So honestly, this is crazy, but I'm going to leave this in. I'm going to leave it looking like this. This house, maybe I go and add that maybe I'll trade out a few home for a house. I think that's probably better because I would rather, and house, because sell my house fast is going to be, specifically San Antonio, Texas is going to be our top level keyword. So that's going to be a big deal for me. Let's see here. 9, 17, perfect. Homes, 9, whatever. That's fine. I'm going to leave it like that. 6, fine. And you can tell, like, I'm not, like, just because it's telling me whatever, I'm not going to be freaking out. Houses, these are baloney. I don't even know why I let these in here. San Antonio, perfect. What do we got here? 51 cash? Okay. Let's ride. 32. Because at the end of the day, like I said, this does not need to be perfect. This is simply, it's just a guide. It's a guide of showing you, like, it would be an issue, like, so say it's 2734. If this was 100, then it's a problem. Like, this is just making sure you're in check. I mean, you don't need to, it's not the Bible. I mean, you don't need to, stick by it like it's your life. Here, fair, perfect. I love that. 7, reviews, works, close, fine. These aren't any, I'm more worried about perfect. Okay, San Antonio, Texas, specifically. Antonio, we have in there 38 times. Perfect. San Antonio, perfect. Let's see. Just the only thing that I see, so sells a little bit, but that's fine. Whatever. Let it ride. Fast, perfect. Just a little over optimized. House, perfect. Because honestly, if you're in the green, you're fitting in with your content, but why not send it a little bit? Why not just send it just a little bit above your competitors? See what happens. Worst case, if you're stuck at number 5, whoop-de-doo, you take it away. So it's better than under optimizing, but you don't want it too over optimized, and that's kind of what I've been talking about. But I think this is something I definitely need to go in here and add house. So what I'm going to literally do is go to home. House. Then it should say sell your San Antonio house. I'm going to go here. House. We'll go like this. This is where we'll put our supporting content when that comes around. And this is so funny. Like people think SEO is just it's literally just seeing your competition and sending it. And absolutely sending it. All right, we'll go one more. Perfect. So we'll save that. And it's just, and Page Optimizer Pro just goes on a credit system. So I'm not going to rerun it. I know what I did. I know I did it right. So we'll be good to go there. But otherwise, I mean, it's really not that difficult. I mean, the hardest part is getting your content up. The hardest part is getting your content up. And also keywords. This is perfect. I like this. I'd rather have more than less. This is good too. So yeah, I'm impressed with myself, to be honest. But this is really where you get to the more of the downhill stage, because the hardest climb is getting your content up, getting the website up, and that's kind of where it goes into. Because now what we're going to do is this part is pretty much over. It's a very short part, but essentially what I wanted to do is just kind of show everybody exactly what happens after post design. And then also, you know what? I forgot to do alt text. So this is what we're also going to do. And this is what we call alt text. So basically, alt text is right here. Carrot makes it very easy to do alt text. And essentially what it does is it essentially, say you were describing a picture to a blind person. It's called alternative text. It is something that you describe it, but there is a benefit for Google to do it, or like Google to have your keyword in there. So it's definitely pretty sweet. So what I'll do is I'm gonna do this. So then you go literally and find all of the images. Right, alternative. And then includes these. And this is a sweet hack. This is a pretty cool hack. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. I'm going to do this. I'm literally just going to do this. Before we get too far. Because this is where we're going to get into location pages, and it'll be ass if you don't do this. No, yeah, here we go. Then what we're going to do, so finished all that up, but what we're going to do now is just make sure, because this is where the code, so basically what that was right here. This is code for anytime you make a location page or a state. It'll go in here at the bottom where it says override market settings, and it'll make it a lot easier for your life. Right now in the home page, it's not like a huge deal. I would just make sure that's set. That way you're good to go. But we'll save this. All right. But everybody, thank you. I appreciate you watching this. So we are all good to go for today. Drop any comments below. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM or anything like that. If you're interested and you want me to do your website for you, feel free to click the link below and book a call with me. I'd be happy to do a consultation for you. But otherwise, I appreciate your time, guys. Have a good day.